pace car is off. We're ready to go green from Homestead, Miami Speedway, the middle race of the round of 8. It has been a calm stretch of races here in our NR2003 series. Will that continue into Homestead, Miami Speedway? It's been a year and a half since we've been to this mile-and-a-half circuit, one of the best on the NASCAR schedule here. And Ryan Blaney leads the way through turn 1, out of turn 2. Freshly eliminated Ross Chastain up the inside here down this back straightaway, looking for a move there. Joey Logano as well following through. Jay, we have seen some close quarters racing at these mile-and-a-halves. I think we're going to get that here today.
Wow. Oh, in the background, Tyler Reddick, Chase Elliott almost got into a crash off turn 4. They're 4 wide. Contact up at the front, still going 4 wide down this front straightaway now. Oh, that's a big hit to Ryan Blaney and Logano, all in the wall, Gary, but somehow they all save it, all miraculously have kept their cars in this race, but there's going to be some damage, especially that 22 right there. You see him way off the pace, and Ryan Blaney as well.
Here's a look at what happened. Down the front straightaway, 4 wide, and Logano gets the Chastain effect right there. Chastain turns Logano into the outside wall. Harvick and Blaney had nowhere to go behind it. And, of course, it continues on here. You watch closely and how close everyone was packed together here, but they all managed to hang on. But Chastain igniting an absolutely horrendous day, potentially for 2 playoff or 3 playoff contenders.
That silly move right there, Logano has now stayed on track in 10 seconds off the pace. Blaney went to the pit lane, lost a lap, but at least all three of them are still on the track, but they're going to have a lot of work to do, especially Ryan Blaney. Whoa! Contact with Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch right there. Kyle and Kyle show once again, and Larson showing he wants to make his move to the inside here. We've seen Larson be aggressive so far ever since he got eliminated. Now getting aggressive on Kyle Busch, takes the lead away from him, being pushed by Kyle Busch's teammate of Denny Hamlin. Busch now having to fight against his teammate of Martin Truex Jr. The top 10 inside the playoffs, Gary. There is a lot of non-playoff contenders right now hampering the entirety of the playoffs.
And Alex Bowman's already nearly in a must-win scenario going into Martinsville, 34 below the cut line. Now he's not even in the top 25, so it is an absolutely horrific start to this race for Alex Bowman, and maybe to Centric Motorsports in general. With Elliott issues, Byron nearly turned the 20 out of turn 4 there down the front straightaway, and Brad Keselowski going for the lead here as they come through 1 and 2 as well. Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch just behind. Oh, I think the 24 and the 20, they're still going at it there, Jay. We're getting a little bit of beef, it looks like, between those two.
There's going to be a lot of good cars in stage number 2. We'll have to see if they get junked up, though, because last time we had a restart, it was insane.
Out of turn 4, down the front straightaway. Larson wins stage 1, the top 10 there. You see how many playoff drivers in the top 10. Well, we got Kyle Busch, you got William Byron, as well as Chase Elliott, and that is it for the playoff drivers in the top 10. Obviously, half of them were taken out just about by Ross Chastain in that number 1 car there as they all go all over the place. Oh, a little bit of stack up. Oh my goodness, Cole Custer has been ran over by the 78 McLeod. Harrison Burton has finished McLeod off and has taken himself. Oh, Chastain! Oh my goodness, out for vengeance is Greg Biffle saying, no sir, I'm the one that wrecks people, not you. And oh my, oh, I think he's going around. We're okay there. Kyle Larson, Keselowski, Elliott, and Bowman stay out. And Jay, by my calculations, there is no possible way this is a good idea because they will have to pit in about 2 to 3 more laps.
By my calculations, Gary, this is a dumb move.
Kyle Busch is going on a bit of an adventure here in turn 3. Kyle Larson and Keselowski, they are electing now to pit as Elliott and Bowman stay on the track. And Jay, Kyle Busch is currently wrecking Ryan Blaney, and now he's coming back onto the circuit. Okay, well, it looks like they've all sorted it out. Going green for the start of stage 2. Elliott and Bowman are going to have to pit any moment as we take the green flag. I think the 48's out of field already. The 48 is out of field on the restart. Oh my goodness, what is this going to cause? He's going to get run over. He's going to get turned by Kurt Busch into the infield. That might be, oh my goodness, Ryan Blaney has run into the back of him, into the side of him. That's going to be the end of his day. And Jay, we knew there could be chaos coming with this strategy call, and there it is. Chase Elliott, though, he's gotten a lucky break. He's coming into the pit lane as they're coming to the caution.
Comedy is all I have to say. Elliott's going to pit, so Tyler Reddick, I assume, will be the leader of the race as we come to the caution. But that right there involved pretty much only 1 car, Gary, and it happened to be Ryan Blaney, also another playoff driver. So Blaney just gained a bunch of spots from cars who retired from this race. Now Blaney might be retired. Gary, there is no caution.
No caution. You're right. There's no caution on the circuit here as they head down this back straightaway. So we continue on. That's a bit confusing, isn't it, Jay? We just watched Ryan Blaney absolutely obliterate the number 48. And, I mean, we are still under green flag conditions. Elliott here is going to lose a lap because of that silly strategy there. And all of a sudden, Tyler Reddick's leading the way.
That 48 car has not had the best performance in the playoffs so far. Got him to the round of 8, but in this round of 8, he has looked pretty bad. And right there, that strategy call completely screwed them over. It was all of their own doing. They decided to stay out. They ran out of fuel off the restart, got ran over by another car, and are now multiple laps down as Byron goes for the lead against Tyler Reddick, but Kyle Busch right behind him. He's going to send it 3 wide, now just 2 wide, and everybody backs out of it. So Byron will have the lead of this race, and really it's going to end. And you hope that the William Byron had there of winning this stage, carrying might even be a sin from Christopher Bell here 3 wide. No, it's not going to be, but Byron will lose a couple of positions, though. Kyle Busch will win stage number 2, and that's a big win for Kyle Busch. He needs all the points he can get off turn 4 for the final time. Kyle Busch wins stage number 2. Byron's going to finish in P4. That's good for him as well. So far, the 18 and the 24, Gary, doing exactly what they need to do, gaining a bunch of points here in both stages here in Homestead.
Going back green for stage 3, Michael McDowell, Chase Elliott, they're leading the field back to the green, but they are not leading the race. Bubba Wallace is the leader of this race as we are back underway. Elliott has a opportunity here, a rare opportunity maybe, to try and get himself back on the lead lap. We'll wait and see what happens there. The 34 with no front bumper, obviously way off the pace here now. That's going to be a bit of an obstacle and a bit of a log jam there for Jay for these guys getting up to speed. You can see how quickly that number 34 is dropping down the order as they head down into turn 3.
And I think Chase Elliott was maybe hoping that the 34 would hold up the leaders a little bit there, but he didn't do it at all. So Elliott has the leader of Bubba Wallace right behind him, but they're going to go 2 wide with Kyle Busch to the inside. This could be an advantage to the 9 car, Gary. We'll see how fast and the true speed the 9 car has here if he's able to pull away from them.
And there you see Kyle Busch making a pass on Bubba Wallace there. He lost the lead in the pits, but he takes it right back here now as they are 3 wide on the exit of turn 4. In the background, Hamlin, contact right there. Oh, there it is. Oh, Larson turns Gralla. Kurt Busch collected again in the number 45. His rough season continues. Harvick as well. Big moment there. Kevin Harvick. Logano slips through on the inside. Big damage for some drivers. And Jay, we could see it coming with the 34, of course, holding up everybody.
May have to hold off the 6 car, Keselowski. Keselowski looks to the inside. He will get to the inside. A little bit of a slide up there from the Bubba Wallace, and Keselowski, Gary, is going to take the lead of this race away again. This 6 car is extremely quick.
Brad Keselowski leads the lap here as they head down into turn 1. Kyle Busch there just behind the 23. Maybe he's going to look up the inside of the 23. Oh, he nearly did. Wow, what a save that was from the 23 of Bubba Wallace there. Kyle Busch not letting up. And now he's in the worst case scenario, Jay. 3 wide on the outside. And this gets really lucky here. The 8 car doesn't have a lot of momentum, but it looks like he's still going to be getting the short end of the stick right here. They're all just about making contact. RFK Racing, by the way, 1-2 right now for the first time this season. Oh, nearly some contact there. Christopher Buescher going for a move on the inside of his boss. It looks like of Brad Keselowski. They're still going at it here in 1 and 2 between Truex, Hamlin, Tyler Reddick, as well as they exit turn 2. They're very close quarters, but they're able to keep it clean right now. And William Byron and Kyle Busch, Jay, I think those are the 2 fastest cars on the track right now, because when they get to the outside, sure, we see them get shuffled back, but when they get down to the bottom, those are the 2 cars we continue to see move up closer and closer to the front.
Oh, here they come to the pit lane.
Cars pitting this time by. As you can see now, they're flooding into the little excess lane that you have to take here from Homestead, Miami. You gotta be careful there to make sure you don't certainly overshoot that right there. Hook it left down this back straight away. Thank goodness they're not trying to do that with a car on their inside. Oh, Byron's gonna miss it.
This could be the get for Chase Elliott if they wind up having a caution. He stays out on the track, and William Byron, is he going to be able to get to the pit lane? He should, and he loses a spot to Kyle Busch. So the 24 right there had a really bad exchange, but at least he was able to get to the pit lane.
Oh, he's certainly taking a risk, Jay. Oh my God, someone just blew up. Somebody, the 38 of Gilliland has just blown up into turn 3. Is that going to bring out a caution if he stops on the track is what you have to wonder. But I don't think it's going to cause any issues because I think he's limping his way into the pit. No, well, that's certainly not a pit lane, Jay. This could be what Chase Elliott needs.
Yeah, I think the caution is out, Gary, because the pit lane is closed.
Let's see. Yes, it is. Yellow flag is out. The flag man right there. You see him waving the yellow. So Todd Gilliland blows up. Caution flies in Miami. Unbelievable scenes. Now we have no clue what is going on. There's Kyle Busch, Byron, Bubba Wallace exiting. going back green, but the yellow has caused so much chaos with Gilliland blowing an engine. What you see here are not the leaders of the race. The 31 of Justin Haley has scored the leader. Justin Haley on back is first, and so forth, second, third, fourth, all the way down to about 10th place or so. And everybody in front of them are scored on the lead lap, trying to stay on the lead lap. However, Jay, immediately, this is the race for the lead. Christopher Buescher has just taken the lead from the 31 of Justin Haley, but the big movers, of course, is Elliott and the 31, who are now coming into the pit lane, and so is Chase Elliott. So Elliott is going to go back a lap down here, but Harvick as well, a big gain. And we were about to say Elliott was a big gain, but Elliott's pitting now. But the race for the lead is actually the 17 of Christopher Buescher, and right now the 14 of Briscoe, who's got multiple cars in between him and that number 17.
Well, this 24 got speed, but does he have the time? Does he have the ability to get past the 17 car, who also looks really stout, probably the most stout we've seen him be all season long?
Bit of an awkward victory photo of the car crossing the line. It will be for whoever wins this race, I believe, now, as they'll be engulfed with cars all around them. Usually you're used to seeing it all by itself there. The first one across the line, not going to be the case here today. Byron into second place. Denny Hamlin is potentially making a move to the inside of the 17. Is he going to be close enough into turn 3? Not quite there, but hold on. He's going to have an opportunity again. Byron's back to the inside suddenly, and there it is. Jay Hamlin to the inside of the 17. This has been perfectly orchestrated. Just as Kyle Busch got to the inside, Hamlin gets to the inside of the 17.
The 18 and the 24 aren't close enough yet, but Hamlin not past the 17 just yet either, so they want Hamlin to hold him up there as long as they can. Don't get past the 17. Let us catch him. The 18 and the 24 now both clear, and the Hamlin is still not clear yet of the 17, so this is the perfect opportunity for the 18 and the 24. Now, how hard are they going to push each other, Gary? Because both of them want to win this race. Both of them inside the playoffs. Both want that ticket to Phoenix.
Closing moments, but now here goes Byron to the inside, Jay, and this is that right here, maybe the opportunity for him to take the lead.
Somehow the momentum on the side of the 24 on the exit of the corner from the inside, and he got almost to the inside of the 17 right there, but now he's fighting again to the inside of Kyle Busch, and he's going to do it onto the 17. Off of turn 2, there goes Byron to the inside. William Byron with the momentum on his side off of turn 2 right there to the inside of Christopher Buescher. Now the 18 is going to look to gather it up, had the momentum as well, and the 24, Gary, might steal this win away, coming off of turn 4, 3 laps to go this time by the 17 to 24, still side by side, but Byron has all the advantage to the inside there.
Elliott up there in the way of Brad Keselowski. Not sure what that's about, but we're not focused on that, of course. We're focused on this right here, side by side for the lead. 3 laps ago, Kyle Busch is right here as well in the mix, and Buescher's getting the short end of the stick. And Byron's going to go through on the inside, but it's not over yet because here comes Kyle Busch as well. Byron, what a race it would be. What a drive if he wins himself into the next round, and of course the panic would set in for others. Unbelievable scenes here. What a drive from the 24 of William Byron. What a drive from Bubba Wallace. It looks like he's going to come up just a bit short, but Byron doing the unthinkable here in Homestead, Miami Speedway, down the back straightaway for the final time. Unless things go catastrophically wrong, there was no pressure for that Exalta Chevrolet. And sure enough, through 3 out of turn 4, and what was an insane day in Miami, it's going to be William Byron winning and putting himself into the final 4 at Phoenix Raceway. Bubba Wallace second place, Kyle Busch, Christopher Bell, and Christopher Buescher rounding out the top 5. Kevin Harvick with a miserable day caps it off with a top 10. What a salvage that was there for that number 4. But Jay, William Byron steals the win right at the end as Hamlin tried to help his teammate Kyle Busch, but it was Byron who was able to take advantage after that 11 shuffled the 17 to the outside, and William Byron goes from what could have been a must-win to, well, he took it quite literally and won the race. He drove aggressive all day.